Natural born killers. What can I say? Oh, there's meaning behind all of that. It's well, you're smart. You figure it out. Hey, stop having a seizure over there. So let's get this out of the way. Yes, I know all of those effects, all of those camera angles, all of those jump cuts, they all stand for something. The movie itself is a satire of all the sensationalism, the celebrityhood of murderers and crime in the 90s. It's a spoof of the media and a parody of itself, basically. So yes, I understand all of that. But one thing is what the movie is, and a whole different thing is what the movie feels like. I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like the editor just got a new editing program and he's like a kid with a new gift. What? I can make it black and white? What? I can add green? Hey, look, Oliver, I can add random clips to this movie. This movie also felt like a dream. I've always had issues with how movies depict dreams, but this movie has the best depiction of any dream I've ever seen in any movie. It's random, weird, choppy, and it only makes sense if you make sense of it. Except in this movie it's not actually a dream and it runs throughout the whole movie. You can call it art, but what is art really? I can make a scribble and say it stands for something and call it art. If you haven't guessed already, I'm not really a big fan of this movie. I did like the acting though. Even though it was over the top, it was very captivating and it fit in midst of all that chaos. Woody? Who doesn't like Woody? He almost made me cry at the end of Toy Story 3. Ha! I made a joke. I know it's not funny, it's hilarious. Just be glad I didn't make a boner joke, okay? But yeah, Woody Harrelson, he's a lovable guy. You love him and you root for him even when he's a cold-hearted murderer. Tommy Lee Jones is incredible in this movie, but when isn't he? And we come to Robert Downey Jr. He's that actor that excites me in the pants of my brain. He's a pleasure to watch in any role that he portrays. This movie is that crazy party that everyone's talking about. They say that there's never been a party like this before, and that may be true, but in reality the music was too loud, there was not enough food, and the variety of the music was just way too much. Of course, you're the only one that realized this because everybody else was way too drunk to realize it. But you know what they will tell you, and perhaps they're right. You were just not drunk enough. So do I recommend it? Well, if you have time, watch it. I've never seen a movie like this before. And for that, I give it extra boner points. But I think that this movie has a small demographic and only a select few people will actually like it. I also think that some people will pretend to like it just because of the art aspect of it. Anyways, I have more movies to watch before I officially get alive. So see you later, Crocodile.